Hi everyone, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. You are seeing this because the studio is officially closed for the Christmas season, but that doesn't mean that you have to skip your movement practice. So I thought I would come in today and do a little easy seated movement. Nothing that you need any special equipment for. You could even do this in a chair, but I figure at this time, a lot of us have been in our cars doing shopping, doing traveling, or maybe sitting on the couch watching Christmas movies, maybe some of those cheesy little Hallmark movies, which I actually kind of like, and also maybe hunched over a table or on the floor wrapping presents. So it's time to have a little easy, gentle movement for your holiday, and this is something you can do without any props. However, if sitting like this is troublesome for you, you can always sit on a yoga block or a stack of books, or you can take some towels or blankets and fold them up. However, if you are one of my people who has a wonderful melt half roller, this is really good. You just put the flat surface down and you sit up on the curved surface. So that would be an option for you. Otherwise, we're just going to start in this easy seated position here. Let your hands rest on your knees and just lift your shoulders and then let them drop. Let's do that again. Lift the shoulders and let them drop. 2 more times. Lift the shoulders, let them drop, and one more. Lift and let them drop. Now, can you just bring one shoulder up to your ear and let it drop? Same side. One shoulder up and let it drop. Lifting up and letting it drop, and lifting and letting it drop. Try the other side. Lift one shoulder and let it drop. Lift and let it drop. 2 more times. Lifting and dropping and lifting and dropping. Now let's bring one ear to one shoulder. Doesn't matter which one. And then bring that head right back up to center. Same side. Ear to shoulder and back up. 2 more times. This isn't meant to take up a lot of your time. It's just something that you can do fairly quickly and get on with your day. Try the other side. Ear to shoulder. You might notice one side has a little more range than the other. That's not a crisis. Just notice it. And again, ear to shoulder and let it drop. And ear to shoulder, not let it drop, but bring it back upright, okay? Let's just bring your fingertips somewhere to the side of you. And now let's go back to that first side. So let your ear drop to your shoulder, and can you think about energizing the opposite arm away from that same ear. And then turn your chin towards that shoulder. That's gonna create a different little stretch there, a different pull. Come back that center point and then all the way back up. Try that on the other side, letting your ear drop to your shoulder. Think about this arm actually reaching away. It's more of an idea than a thing. Turn your chin towards that shoulder. Bring your ear back to that shoulder and then rewrite your head. Try that on the other side again. Ear to shoulder. Think about reaching this arm away from you. It's going to create a little more pull. Turn your chin towards the same shoulder you're leaning towards, and then face front and back up, and other side. Rotating your chin towards your shoulder, back to front, and then all the way up. Let's take your arm, whatever arm you want, glue it to your ear. This hand is going to support you, and you're just going to go into a side bend. Keep that arm glued to your ear. It's going to increase that pull down your side body and all the way back up. Same side. Over into that stretch, arm glued to the ear and back up. Think about these fingertips reaching across the room, almost trying to touch that far wall. And up and again. And all the way up. Try that on the other side. Glue the arm to your ear, side bending, softening that supporting arm, and back up. And again, you may notice that you don't go as far on one side as the other. It's, again, not a crisis. It's just how we're made. And up, and one more. And all the way up. Let's just have a little spine twist. So opposite hand to knee, other hand can come around back, and just think about lifting up through your spine and rotating on a nice tall spine. See if you can send your head turn even a little further back. Look as far behind you as you can. Notice if that increases the sense of twisting in your spine, and then come back to center. Look, as far as the breath, you can inhale or exhale. It really doesn't matter to me what you do. Just keep breathing as you're twisting. You might notice that one breath helps you find that twist a little more. Another breath helps you open up some space. Let's try that again. Other side. Lifting before twisting. I definitely have one side that I turn a little more readily to. Okay, let's go back to that arm by the ear, arm to the ear. Come back into that side bend. Now let's rotate the chest and bring that hand down to the floor or wherever you are and draw your chin in towards your chest. And then release the neck a little, come back into that side bend and all the way up. Other side. Coming into the side bend, rotate, bring those fingers down to the floor, draw the chin in towards the chest. Release the neck, bring the arm back. One more time each side. Up and over. And rotate. Fingers find the floor. Back to the ear. Back through a side bend all the way up. Other side. Rotating. Dropping. Drawing in. And then back through side bend and all the way up. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see what's happening. And I'm going to switch the cross of my legs. So if you want to do that. We tend to have one side that we want to cross more than the other, so it's good to change that up. So we're just going to do a little bit of chest opener. Now look, if you have a hard time finding your hands behind your back, you could just take a hand towel. That's going to give you a little extension. So if your hands don't come together readily behind your back, you could always use a hand towel. We're just going to open up the chest. And right now my knuckles are down, palms are up. So we're just going to work that. And I'm thinking about lifting my chest and trying to pull that towel apart just a little bit. And then releasing out of that. And again, lifting my heart, sending my gaze up, but I'm not overextending at my neck, pulling that apart, and then releasing. 2 more times. Lifting the chest, lifting the gaze, a little tug on that, I want to say rope. It's not a rope, it's a towel. And release, and one more time. And back. Okay, I'm just going to flip my grip. All right, so now it's an overhanded grip, right? Knuckles are up. Same idea though. I'm reaching back, I'm gently pulling on that towel, I'm opening my chest, I'm lifting my gaze, and then coming back. Opening up and back to center. And again, lifting and back to center, and just one more time. I'm getting a little heat in my shoulders and in my upper arms. And it really, really feels good. All right. I'm going to turn all the way so that my back is facing you. And this is where I think you would definitely want to use a towel, but some people have the ability to clasp their hands. But if you don't, then use this towel as a bit of an extensor. And think about lifting your spine, just trying to bring the back of your head to your hands and just giving a little tug. Again, I'm trying to pull that towel apart, and then I'm just releasing that effort. Pull the towel apart and release the effort. 2 more times. Make sure you're breathing and releasing, and again. and releasing. All right, we're just going to switch sides. So I'm just going to take the towel in the other hand, let it drape down my back. I want to think about my elbows kind of reaching away from each other, and I'm pulling the towel in opposition, keeping my spine nice and tall, and then releasing that effort and pulling and releasing. 2 more times. And releasing, and again, pull and release. Okay, I'm going to turn back around to face you. I'm going to keep using the towel. You could use a yoga block. I just want you, or you could use a book or a pillow. I just want you to have something that you're either pressing into or maybe pulling on. All right, we're just going to do a spine twist. I'm going to rotate to the right and little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, back to center, to the left. Pulse 4, 3, 2, 1, and center, to the right. 4, 3, 2, 1, and center, and to the left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Putting that away, we're just going to do a little around the world. So we're going to start with a side bend. We're going to sweep across the floor, side bend to the other side, and come all the way up. Reversing it, side bending, sweeping along the floor or a table if you're sitting at a chair, and again. We're reversing the direction each time. Side bend, sweep across the front of you and up, and side bend and sweep around and up. Let's just take one leg out. So if you're sitting like me, we're just going to take one leg out long, and we're just going to send our arms forward just for a little stretch here. Gives that inner thigh a little bit of a release. And then coming all the way back up. Let's do that 3 more times. You can point or flex the foot, whatever feels right for you. You can keep a soft bend in that knee. I'm really trying to get my inner thighs to open up a little bit more. They feel a little tight today, and reach. And back up, and one more time. And all the way up. I'm just going to switch sides, take my other leg out. And again, it's just a reach forward, a little forward fold, almost like a hip hinge. And then restack. And reaching forward. And restack. And 2 more here. One more here. Thinking of sending my arms and the crown of my head forward. And then all the way up. Just simple, quick, seated. You could do most of this in a chair. That last part, you might have to make some adjustments for that to give yourself an inner thigh stretch. But I hope that gives you a nice little break, a nice little reprieve, a little movement practice during our extended holiday break. And look for some more videos like this while we're out. I hope y'all are having a wonderful holiday. Stay warm and toasty, and be with some good friends. See you all soon. Bye.